Hey, Joe R, Vintage Pokemon, and it's a good day to be a Pokemon fan, because we got a package that came in. I'm going to put this off to the side, and we're going to open that package with great excitement, because today we got back our long-lost PSA submission from 1 year and 10 months ago. And you know what, we're just gonna, we need to make that a little more dramatic. We just round that bad boy up to 2 years, call it a day. Yeah, it took a while, but we finally got it back. And you know what's even funnier is that cardboard. Get out of here. More of that, get out of here. We submitted to Polaris grading 1 stack. 2 stack. And those cards were submitted back in July. And we got them back the same exact day that we got these back. From 1 year and 10 months ago, which rounded up is 2 years. I'm just going to call it that for what it is. I feel like I'm stacking bricks of gold right now. It's kind of crazy. There we go. There we go. And you know, before we even get started in this, I want to tell you guys straight up. There were no upcharges for this, and these are all vintage, because this is my favorite thing to do. Favorite thing to do is vintage Pokemon cards all the time, and that's what we're doing today, is nothing but vintage cards with this return, and I'm so excited to take a look at these, and we're going to break this into 2 videos, because this is way too much for me to do in one shot. So I'm going to actually take a whole stack of these and put them off to the side, at least 3 stacks of these. I'm going to just put down and off to my side here, because it looks like we got the same amount in each of these magnificent bubble wrappings. I'm going to take out my scissors so I can scissor me timber these. Ooh, that was a clean cut. Did that look as clean to you guys as it did to me? Because that looked fabulous. Okay, we're going to unwrap it just like that. Ooh, that's nice. 1 cut there. This one not quite as clean this time. Not quite as clean at all. We'll get it out. We'll get it out. Why'd that first one come out so nice, you know? Can't win. But there's no upcharges on these, which I thought was really interesting. I think that might have something to do with trying to broker a deal with PSA to get these back, because there was a lot of where are my cards and how much longer is this going to take, because Ludkins was really hurting, strapping for cash, I think. Basically, Ludkins has now become Polaris grading for your third-party grading needs. And so with them being kind of down for the count, I think we're going to save this one. That way we don't have to waste time with the opening next time, as these videos will be relatively the same then. We're going to put that stack there. This stack over here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save vintage Japanese for last, you know? Save it for last. So, yeah, we submitted with Ludkins. We got our grades back now, but it took a really long time, and I think Ludkins was really hurting for cash because PSA shut down, and that shut down their business, basically. And it took just forever to get these back. And with that, I think there were no upcharges with this, just because, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what we get. But these were submitted at a $200 tier, a bulk tier. So if anything is over $200, we're winning, because we didn't get charged for it. And that's why I personally don't recommend submitting at higher tiers. Let them do that for you. That way you're not overpaying for things. So first up, we've got a first edition Dark Raichu, and everything here. We got a lot of first edition cards in this submission, and they've been waiting 1 year and 10 months, 2 years practically, for us to see them again. And I'm expecting a lot of 8, 9s and a few 10s mixed in, hopefully. First up, we have a near mint 7. Oh, all right, but you know, there's a nice swirl in there. Do you see that? So I think there were some scratches on this bad boy, and I basically was just submitting all of the Wizards of the Coast Holos I could, and I've already got this one in a 9, but there we have a 7 to start, first edition Dark Raichu. All right, next up, we have the first edition Dark Machamp Holo. And it comes in at a near mint 8. All right, that's not bad. A near mint 8 for Dark Machamp. Put that there. Okay. Another Dark Machamp. And it comes in at near mint 7 for Dark Machamp. First edition. So far we have not had any 9s or 10s yet. Next up, Dark Trio. And we have near mint 8, Dark Trio Holo. Near mint 8 for Dark Trio. Okay. Next up, another Dark Trio Holo. And this one gets the near mint 7. So a lot of these had some surface scratching on them, and that's why I think they're getting the 8s and the 7s. Although I am surprised that we haven't pulled a 9 yet. I thought that that Dark Machamp might have been a 9. So here we have the Dark Slowbro Holo. And this one is a near mint 8. So we have an 8 for Dark Slowbro. Here we have another Dark Slowbro Holo. Hopefully we get our first 9. It's a Gem Mint 10. All right. So much disappointment with those 8s, and now we have the 10 here, and that's tough to do. And this is one of my favorite cards from the Team Rocket set, first edition, 10 spotter for Dark Slowbro, and so vintage with Team Rocket in the background. Just a beautiful card, and I'm super pumped by that. That is a win right there. A little swirl magic there right above the head of our Team Rocket man. That's what a 10 looks like, folks. Right there. That is some flawless card magic. And nice high cert, if for those of you that care about that. Mr. Panda, boom, fist bump. There we have our first 10 of the day. And you know what? That gets a stand. That gets a stand right there. We're going to have him front and center because that's magic. That's fire right there. Took a little while, but we got it. We got it. Next up, let's see if we keep the magic train going. All right, we have Smurgle. This is from Neo Discovery, first edition. Got this raw, and it's a near mint 7. Back into the doldrums of near mint 7s. All right, so that's Neo Discovery right there for you. It's only Neo Discovery card I think I submitted. The only one. Okay, Houndour from Neo Discovery. So I lied. We have one more. But this one, look at that swirl right there. That is some nice swirl action. I think this is going to get a 7. If it gets anything higher, I will be actually really happy with that. And it's a 7, so just as expected. But look at that card. That is something else, huh? That is a lot of holo pattern. Okay, Birthday Pikachu. I think this is going to get an 8. If it gets a 9, I'll be very happily surprised. And a near mint 8. Very, very nice still. Near mint 8. On Birthday Pikachu. I wasn't kidding. We have a lot of really nice vintage cards here, and that one's a fan favorite, so we're going to have Birthday Pikachu take a hot seat over there for us. Now, next up, the Dragonite. And I think this is going to pull the 7, so let's see if we get lucky with anything higher, but, I mean, look at that. That's first edition, and there's some scratches on here, and we got the 7. So just as we thought, we pulled the 7 on the Dragonite. You can see here there is a little bit of edge wear on this card on the backside. Hard to see on camera, but I know that that's there. There's definitely some surface scratching on this, but that's a really nice card. And we're going to make sure I find it a nice home, if not in my personal collection. Next up, we have a non-holo. This is non-holo Dark Charizard. No 9s yet. Can you believe that? We haven't pulled any 9s yet. And that's pretty shocking. This one gets the near mint 8. Man, I gotta tell you, I think this is some pretty harsh grading because I'm more used to sending my cards in and they coming back more in lines with 8s and 9s. I've got quite a few 7s here. So this is a tick up in terms of the difficulty level for getting those high grades. Although we got the 10 on the Slowbro, so I mean we have a nice one, but no 9s so far. Just the Dark Charizard getting the 8, and it's a non-holo to boot. Okay, Dark Dragonite, first edition, nicely centered. Hopefully, it can get the 9. Here we go. Near mint 8. All right, so Dark Dragonite gets the near mint 8. Near mint 8, rather. And that's one that I was really hoping was going to pull the 9 for us. The last one I submitted actually also got an 8. So, yeah, I agree. That's something to lay down for. Yeah, but we're going to actually take Dark Dragonite. We'll set him back here because that's a really nice card still. Even if it does come back an 8, a lot of people will take that all day. That is a really nice card. Arbok. Dark Arbok, actually. Now, if this comes back at 10, I'm going to wish I could trade that with the Dark Dragonite, but it gets the mint 9. So we finally pulled a 9. The first 9 of the day is a Dark Arbok. We finally got one under our belt. Golduck, you can hang on to that for us back there, would you? Okay. Get you out of the way there, Dark Slowbro. You hang tight for me there. Okay, buddy? Now, let's see. I think we've got some more English cards over here. I think we're going to end with the Japanese that we've got over there. This is a regular unlimited Yellow Cheeks Pikachu. This actually was pulled by my friend, our master mechanic, George. He opened one pack, and it was a Pikachu and a Mewtwo. So I'm super excited to see what he's going to pull for us, and it will come back as a mint 9. There you go, George. Mint 9 on your unlimited Pikachu. We sent this in to get graded for you, and it comes back 1 year and 10 months later as a mint 9 card. And we kind of expected that. It's a really nice card, straight from the pack. And we're going to just put that off to the side for you. So thank you for all the help that you've ever done for us, George. Real excited for you that you managed to pull that. And now we've got the Mewtwo. And this is a gorgeous card. Pretty nicely centered. Had a little bit of whitening in one corner. So I think this is going to pull the 9. Hopefully we're right. And it does. It pulls the mint 9. So we've got a mint 9 Pikachu. And we've got a mint 9 Mewtwo. That's awesome. And, you know, we're going to have to give that a seat at the table, at least for now. Right there for us. So we got a couple 9s. Not anything to ride home about, though. I really was hoping that we were going to have ourselves more. And it looks like we're going to be getting into some vintage Japanese cards now. This is all some pretty old stuff. This is some old stuff. And now we've got, oh boy. Okay. You can see the card is a little off center. Now, for those of you that don't know, this previously was graded as a 9 by Beckett, and we cracked it because it looked relatively flawless. The centering is a little off, so I'm not sure nowadays what PSA is going to grade this as, but I'm hoping it's going to be a 9, and it is the mint 9! Yeah! Yes! Woo! That is some fire right there. We sent it in. We pulled a mint 9 from PSA, and that's what I'm talking about. And this is a notch up from what it was with BGS 2, in my opinion, because looking at this card, it is flawless all around its edges. The surface was very clean. The only thing it didn't have going for it was a little bit of the centering being off. And one of its subgrades was actually graded in I believe it was graded an 8.5, but you know, you could check out the previous video. I'll link it definitely up above. So you can check out our last video where we were seeing this card cracked from its case. I might even do a separate one for it. And we pulled the 9 for it from PSA. So that is awesome. And I'm sorry, George. We're going to have to put Mewtwo aside just for now. Maybe he'll be back. And we're going to take out the Charizard, because that is a super awesome card to have as a mint 9. It's really exciting. Still disappointed. I'm disappointed in the Dragonite, and I think the Dark Machamp hurts a little too, but I will take that. Okay. Now we have the GB Dragonite promo. This is a really classy card. Came from the Game Boy games in Japan as a giveaway, and it's going to get the Gem Mint 10! No way! No way! Yeah! Oh my gosh! That is awesome! I can't believe this pulled the 10. I wasn't sure if it was going to. And wow! Wow, that pulled the 10 for me? That is awesome! That totally makes up for some of these cards that we got 8s on. Japanese to the rescue! Yeah! That is so killer. Look at that design. Those are some killer orbs that we got in there. No swirl, but the 10, the centering looks pretty darn good. I mean, that is a beautiful card. I mean, for real. That is just an awesome card. And Golduck's going to just hold on to that back there for us. Can you do that for me, please? You know, can you sit up? Can you sit up? Come on. It's all about the posture. Posture for me here, all right? Oh, wow. Oh, man. That is sick. You know what? Can we actually swing on over? Swing on over. Mosey on down the line over here. We get the GB Dragonite Japanese promo. It doesn't get much older than that. What are we talking? 1998. That's killer. Killer. Okay. These Japanese cards are coming in hot. All right, this, not a lot of people may know about this card. This is a really awesome card. It came with a CD actually in Japan. It's called Misty's Treatment, and it's a beautiful card featuring Misty and a Lapras, and I'm hoping this comes back at 10, and it does! Yeah! All right, the Japanese card's coming in clutch. We have Misty's Treatment with Misty and the Lapras there, featuring a beautiful CD alongside it. When you first pick up this card, and it comes back as the Gem Mint 10. So we've got some 10s that we're rocking today. Misty's Treatment sits over there proud with Charizard. Only a couple left. Let's see if we can end this as high as we are right now. Okay, here's a killer one. Here's a killer one. This right here, this is a special card. This came from the vending sheets, I think. Let me see. Okay, this is the Bill Pass card. The Bill Pass card. And this card, just so you know, and I have it actually off to the side here because I wanted to have this at the ready to just kind of show you guys. This is the card that you needed to send in with another Pokemon card so that you could get one of the Masaki promos back. So this card kind of goes really hand in hand with this Alakazam, Gengar, Machamp, Omastar, and what's the other one I'm missing? I'm missing one. Shoot. Gengar, Alakazam, Machamp, Omastar, and there's definitely one more that I'm missing. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Golem. There we go. Golem. So this card kind of goes with those, and let's see what it comes back as. A Mint 9. And you know what? That's actually okay. And that's okay because my entire Masaki promo set is a Mint 9. So this being a Mint 9, I think is only fitting. That's awesome. It's great to have it as now part of the set. I'm going to pull it off to the side, and I'm just going to put that over here with Misty's Treatment. So, whoo! Oh, man. This has been good. This has been really good. Okay? All right, we have the Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff here. This is one of the earliest promo cards. This is the glossy version of Jigglypuff, which can be tough to grade. Glossy cards are tough to grade, so I'm hoping that this comes back good, and it is a Gem Mint 10 for Glossy Jigglypuff, the second Pokemon card ever released after the Glossy Pikachu with the artist Kenji Kinebuchi down there, done by Kenji Kinebuchi, and this is the glossy variant. At least I think it's the glossy variant. They're labeling it as glossy. I think I submitted it as the glossy one. I'm not 100% sure now. So I hope they didn't get that wrong. It's non-glossy. But anyway, I'll have to take a look at it later because that is really cool that we have this in a Gem Mint 10. Regardless, whatever it is, the Japanese promos are just killing it right now. And you know what? Sometimes they say that the Japanese promos, the Japanese cards in general, they have an easier time grading high, and it can sometimes hurt your English Wizards of the Coast cards. I don't know necessarily if that's going to be so true in this particular case. I mean, we did get the Gem Mint 10 on the Slowbro. That was really nice. I think a couple of these cards maybe were graded a little harshly, but I mean, overall, we are just rocking fire right now, coming in with the 10 for this Jigglypuff. And we're just going to stick him back there with Arbok, you know, who probably would try to have Jigglypuff as a snack. And let's see, this is part 1 of this PSA returns, this full vintage PSA return. And part 2 is going to be coming up next. just remember, like and subscribe. We do all vintage cards all the time. That's my favorite thing to talk about on this channel. We've got big plans actually for the future. Some special episodes coming up with Christmas approaching. Well, by the time this video comes out, it might be actually well after Christmas, because I definitely tend to put these down the line. I kind of stockpile them like a squirrel hoarding some nuts, you know? But those will be coming down later. Oh, our last card is actually a special one. This is the Champion Road 2000 card. And it's special because this was in the Neo Genesis set, but it has a gold Neo Genesis star there, and it actually says 2000 here at the bottom. So you know it's a Champion Roads card. And in my current collection, I have these as PSA 8s. I have the Cyndaquil as a PSA 8. I have the Totodile as a PSA 8. And now the Chikorita I will have as a near mint 7. Wah, wah. That's a shame. But a 7 I will take. I'll add that to the collection. There's a little bit of whitening there along the top side, I think. That kind of hurts it a little bit. Okay, backside had a tiny bit of edge wear. It's a little bit of a sad way to end this first part of our video. But, I mean, check that out. That is awesome. We have the Charizard with a couple really nice orbs floating around in there, too. Japanese base set, PSA 9. And also, we've got this big guy over here coming in with the PSA 10. The Dragonite Game Boy promo. Too bad we couldn't rock it with the other Dragonites. This is a really Dragonite-heavy video, but we've got some more great stuff coming your way, more cards in our next lineup. Again, like, subscribe for more of this vintage content action, and we'll be right back with part 2 of this video. Just, if you watch this, hold on, because it's going to be coming out down the line. See you next time. Joe R. out.